Fighting a tough guy, Jose Pedraza, Puerto Rican fighter in New York. Who's going to have the crowd support out there?
The crowd support will be probably Lomachenko. I don't know. The first day we sold 80% of the tickets, so I don't know who bought the tickets. I mean, I'm sure some Puerto Ricans bought it, but some Lomachenko fans bought it, and some just fight fans. So it'll be sold out, and I suppose there'll be fans rooting for each of the fighters.
Any concern on your end about Lomachenko's shoulder? I mean,
no, the shoulder. When we learned that the shoulder was a problem, we got Lomachenko to the best orthopedic doctor in the world, orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Neil Alatraj, who's the head doctor for the Rams, for the Lakers, for the Dodgers, and he did the operation, and he supervised the rehab. So when you go to the best, you get the best.
Obviously, the fans, everyone's clamoring for the Garcia-Lomachenko matchup. You've said there's issues with trying to make fights with Al Heyman.
There is no issue on our part. If Mikey wants that fight, we're happy to talk with him after the Pedraza fight. But my gut feeling is that Mr. Cancer, meaning Al Heyman, will prevent that fight from happening, because Heyman has a really crazy model. He doesn't let his fighters fight anybody else's fighters, and that's really bad for the sport. Now, if I'm overstating it, let's see you talk to Heyman. Let him refute it. Have you ever talked to Heyman? Well, how is that in a sport? I mean, even a guy who's president of the United States will talk to reporters.
It's true. Obviously another big fight, Terence Crawford-Spence is another one. That's
same problem.
Right.
I'd make that fight tomorrow. Tomorrow, sit down and talk. You're talking to me, I'm saying I'll do the fight. Let's see if you can talk to Mr. Cancer, and whether he'll give you an interview.
Right. No, that's true. As far as Terence and Spence, I feel these are the two best welterweights clearly in the world. We're talking De La Hoya, Trinidad type, I feel. Or do you feel that fight's kind of on that level as far as talent-wise?
Well, I think we're looking around that the second best welterweight in the world is Errol Spence. So I think they should fight. No question about it. It's not even an issue. This is like nonsense. But you got to talk to Mr. Cancer, but he'll never talk to you, right? Because he's Cancer, and Cancer sneaks up and gets into the bones and destroys.
Well, why is it that sometimes, John Molina fought Terence Crawford, and that fight was able to make it? Is he kind of holding on to his kind of crown jewels type of thing?
Yeah, Molina was like a second-rate guy.
So that's basically why those things happen.
Exactly.
Well, what's next if not Mikey? Who's the next name that you want to see Lomachenko against?
Mikey probably won't fight Comey. And if Comey then fights for a vacant title and wins, we'll fight him to unify. Well, we'll see. Let's get through with this fight first.
And just lastly, what's next for Terence? Obviously, we all want to see him against...
He's going to fight in the first 4 months of the year. The best available guy. I mean... If I'm faced with a cancer disease, there's nothing I can do. There's no chemotherapy other than wiping him out that will do it, right? But if the cancer can be worked around, happy to fight Danny Garcia, happy to fight Thurman, happy to fight Porter or Spence, any of those guys. Terence is better than any of them.
Just lastly, Canelo just signed that $365 million deal with DAZN. What are your thoughts on that, and where does that put boxing kind of in the landscape right now?
I think that looks, to be a great deal for Canelo and for Golden Boy, and I think I commend Oscar on doing the deal. I wish him the best. I wish Canelo the best. They're good people, and I just hope everything works out. But it's a lot of money, and Canelo is a big attraction, and whatever he can earn, he's entitled to.
Thank you so much, Bob. Appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you.
Bob, how's it going?